Thank you for showing your interest in my presentation. It means a lot, and I promise I will try to do my best to make it interesting. Today, I will talk to you about a project I am very proud of, and it's about a very interesting topic, outsourcing of core banking. As those of you who work in banks already know, core banking systems are usually very large and complicated. So today, I'll try to explain to you how do we do whole core banking system maintenance and also develop new functionalities with only 10 software developers. At the beginning, let me introduce myself. My name is Dubravko Martinic, and I am a program manager at Serengeti Technologies. The program I manage is finance, as this has gone to become a part of my professional DNA throughout the years of working in financial institutions and having financial institutions as clients. I started off as a software developer, and then I developed myself to a software architect, team lead, and now program manager. Altogether, I spent my professional lifetime in finance, and for me, that would be past 13 years. In order to outline the topics which I'm about to cover in this presentation, I have created a roadmap. First, I will say a few words about our client. Then I will say a few words about Serengeti. After that, we will hop on our team extension model and explain in brief how we handle our project with limited human resources or how we turn impossible into possible. Naturally, we will get to the results area and we will finish off with a short quiz. So please listen carefully because, as I said, we will have a quiz at the end of the presentation as well as the prizes. So, the client. We are talking about a large banking institution based in Europe. It has about 100 retail branches and 4 corporate centers. And it's a bank to about 500,000 consumers. It's among top 10 banks in its country and it's constantly growing. Fortunately, I'm unable to provide more details due to the NDA we have signed, but I believe this will be enough to paint a picture. So the first question to ask would be, why did this large banking institution choose Serengeti for this job? And the answer is, well, we're obviously doing something right. Let me briefly go over a common show of palette. As you can see on this slide, our portfolio of clients is heavily financial. Thus, attending the Shift Money conference came quite natural to us. We offer enterprise solutions to several banking institutions. So, what it is that makes us such magnet for financial institutions? First of all, our bread and butter is something called team extension. In practice, this means that we offer purpose-built, scalable, and flexible teams of software engineers. As a company, we like to stand out by being team players, ambitious, agile, and professional. But with team extension, we like to blend in. So we make sure that our teams look and feel like divisions of your own company. To help you visualize how we seamlessly integrate, I will show you a short video about team extension. Please wait while I play this video on YouTube. Okay, here we go. If you're interested to learn more about our team extension model, you can find more information on our website, serengetitech.com. Our approach often offers minimal customer management overhead and the shortest time to team full productivity. We cover the whole development lifecycle, which includes project management, requirement specification, architecture design, development, testing, and DevOps. Finally, we scale and assign talent fast, so you can avoid the long hiring processes and focus on the development of your core products. But enough about Serengeti, and let's go back to our main topic. The client's core banking system consists of 70 products, which are divided into 3 units. First is loans, deposits, and risk unit. Second is payments unit, and last is digital channels and card business unit. The system is monolithic, and all the products in it are very interconnected. Now, going into technology aspect. The system is built on Oracle database. Business logic is mainly written in PLSQL and COBOL. We use SQL Developer for PLSQL and PSPad for COBOL as a development tool. As a presentation layer, newer applications use .NET Web Forms with common master page. Old applications are using MSS International's Web Manager. In the web service layer, there is no business logic, just the invocation of backend modules. Our client decided that they will migrate to a completely new core banking solution. However, they needed to take into consideration that this migration process is long and uncertain, and that their core business must keep on going smoothly while they are in it. This is where we step in the game, as a reliable partner whose job is to maintain the existing system and simultaneously develop new functionalities until the new system is ready. And how do we do it? Our lead developers have worked more than 10 years in the banking sector and have wide domain knowledge of the banking business. Of course, all of the developers have the technical expertise of technologies used in the bank system. Preparations for the project started more than 3 months before actual project. We have analyzed the system, estimated the amount of work that needed to be done, and defined the necessary size of the team. We have also agreed that it will be necessary to provide 24/7 support for critical products, for which we have agreed to provide passive overtime standby. Before the start of the project, we have had knowledge transfer workshops with the developers that maintain the bank's products before us and receive the product documentation. We also had available support from the original developers for 6 months after the start of the project, for instance, that we might not be able to solve on our own. But I'm proud to say that we never had to use this support. To prove that we are ready for the job, we have done a pilot project. It was a medium-sized change request which had an impact on several of the bank's products. This project went smoothly, and after its implementation, we have started to do the maintenance of the whole system. So what do we do? The first part of our job is system maintenance through handling of user requests. We receive those requests through the custom ticketing system, and there are 2 main types of user requests. The first type is called service request. And it's usually a request for information about a specific situation, or maybe a quick fix of a problem that can be done manually by the user, but it will be time consuming. For example, a service request can be, please investigate why did certain batch program lasted 2 hours longer than last month. Or maybe change the client affiliation for the clients listed in provided Excel file. Service requests can be categorized as low, medium, or high priority, and we solve about 90 of those per month. The second type of user request is incident. Those are the problems that affect the bank's business and must be solved quickly. Incidents are categorized on a scale from low to major, with low being the isolated problem that affects only one client and major affecting the whole bank. The latest is of course very rare, but it has to be solved in the shortest possible time, regardless of the working hours. We have defined SLA response and resolution time for all of the types of incidents, and we solve about 40 incidents per month. But we are not only doing the maintenance. We also do development of new functionalities through change requests. For those, we use the waterfall methodology. We use Microsoft Team Foundation Server for tracking the status of change requests, test cases, and defects. At the beginning of the process, we work with business users in the user requirements definition phase. Our architects, who are usually business domain experts, consult them and propose the best ways to solve a certain problem. After the completion of the functional specification document, we have the presentation meeting between the bank's business analysts and our developers, in which they present us the document, and after this meeting, we start working on high-level estimation. When the estimation is done, the business unit that requested the change has to decide if we should do the request or not. If we get the confirmation, the phase of detail estimation and writing of technical specification follows. When the technical specification is done, we present it to the business analysts and the business unit that created the request to ensure that we understood each other correctly. The development phase follows, and after the development is done, we do factory testing on provided test cases. If needed, we can add more test cases. In the user testing phase, we provide support to the testers and solve defects in the shortest possible time. Deployment then is done through a custom deployment software that the bank uses. We have monthly releases, but it's possible to schedule extraordinary releases if needed. After the stabilization period, maintenance is done through service requests and incidents, which I've described earlier. Now, the big question is, how do you handle a whole core banking system when there is an ongoing crisis? You have to quickly adapt, you have limited human resources, and your deadlines are short. In April, the National Bank, in the response to the COVID lockdown, which left a lot of people without income, mandated several rules which had to be implemented very quickly to the core banking system. The deadline was very short, which meant we had to ignore Waterfall SDLC and work agile, directly with business users. There was no functional or technical specification before the development, but we wrote those documents after the job had been done. Testing was done directly with business users because there was no time for factory testing, and in the end, I'm proud to say we have managed to implement all the changes this time. However, it would not be possible with just our core team of 10 developers. While defining the team for this project, we have anticipated that circumstances like this might arise. So we have formed a team of 10 developers, to which we added 3 shadow developers, who were in standby mode in the beginning. Those were junior developers without experience on big projects, so they sat with our seniors who worked on the project and learned from them. Not only the programming skills, but also business knowledge. When the COVID crisis came, they were ready to help with real tasks, so we have easily expanded the team. The best way to introduce this Shadow Developers program, in my opinion, is via video. So let's see it. And again, wait for me to share it. It is important to emphasize that those developers are free of the charge to the client in the beginning. In this shadow mode, they enhance their programming skills, but more importantly, they get familiar with the client system and gain domain knowledge, which then enables us to expand the team easily when needed. It's a win-win situation both for the Serengeti and the client. The client gets the flexibility and we get better, more skilled developers. You can read more about our Shadow Developers program in my blog post, which you can find on Serengeti's website, serengetitech.com. Okay, this is my favorite slide. It's about customer satisfaction. Up until now, we have solved more than 700 service requests and more than 300 incidents. We have put into production 10 change requests and we are working on 19 more at the moment. I'm proud to say in this time we have had 0 breaches of SLA and all of the mandatory requests have been done in time. Everyone in the bank was surprised at how quick and efficient we are with this relatively small team. We have received a 5-star review on Clutch from the client, direct praise from the board members for our effort in the COVID crisis, and we receive commendations from business users we work with almost on a daily basis. This is it. And it's time for a quiz. There will be a couple of questions, not too hard, but aside from being correct, you will need to be fast. Speed plus accuracy counts for the first place. But don't worry, even if you're not the fastest finger in the room, there will be 2 more comforting prizes for the 2nd and 3rd place. So please type menti.com in your browsers and insert the code you see on the screen. When you log in, please use your real name so we can identify you when we can identify the winners. So you can see the code here again. It's 4924763. We'll wait some time. So 4924763. Okay, I think we can start with the quiz. So let's go. What animal is on Serengeti's logo? That's an easy question. Okay. How many customers our client has? What software development methodology do we use on this project? You know this. How many products our client core banking system has? And the last question. What is the name of Serengeti's program for mentoring junior developers? Okay, now let's see the results. Okay, that's nice. So the winners are Gots, Lucia, and Anna. Congratulations to the winners. Please contact us at our marketing mail address. I will show you on the screen just a moment. So, dear winners, please send us your home addresses to this email you can see on the screen, so we can send you the gifts you have won. And this is it. Thank you all for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me via LinkedIn or email, which you can find on Shift Money website.